Okay, so here's an easy way to add mixed numbers. If you start with any mixed numbers, you have a whole part, the 3 and the 6 here, and you have a fraction part, the 1 over 3, the 4 over 5, right? So just start with the whole number part, 3 plus 6. That's not hard at all. That's just 9, right? But then when it comes to the fraction part, you actually wanted to use this thing called the butterfly method. You take the 1 and the 5 and kind of diagonally multiply. That's going to be 5. If you multiply that, then you diagonally multiply again. The 3 times the 4 diagonal, that's equal to 12. And you add those two amounts together. 5 plus 12, that's going to be 17. So that would become your numerator, right? But then you simply multiply the denominators together. 3 times 5 is 15, and that's what you would have, okay? Now, that can be adjusted to where you could add another whole part because the numerator is bigger than the denominator. Well, that's no big deal. You've learned how to do long division probably. You take 17 divided by 15, long division. Well, 15 goes into 17 one time. If you multiply that back down, that's going to give you a remainder of 2. And so you can see it's now 1 and 2 over 15, right? So if you add the 1 that you got there to the 9 you had earlier, 1 plus 9 is 10, and that new fraction, 2/15, will become the answer, okay? So kind of a lot there, but it's actually very doable. Now, let's look at the next one. Now you got 5 plus 2. Those are the whole number parts. That's a total of 7. You cross multiply. 2 times 2 down here is going to be 4. I'm going to write that up top. And then cross multiply. 3 times 1. That's going to be 3. So I'm going to add 4 plus 3 together. Well, that gives me a numerator of 7 at the top here. And again, the denominators get multiplied. 3 times 2. Well, that's going to give me 6. So here you go again. Sometimes you have that situation where you have an improper fraction. The top number is bigger than the denominator. When that occurs, just divide it using long division process. 6 goes into 7 one time. 1 times 6 is 6. Subtract. So that's the same thing as 1 and 1/6. And then you can take the whole number that you had earlier, add it together. That's going to be 8. And this really goes bye-bye because you're left with that 1 over 6. So that's going to be 8 and 1/6. Hope that helps.